What's up everybody, Damien here with IGN News. The Phantom Pain is a new game revealed at the VGAs over the weekend. While it at first seemed like it could be a new property from an unknown Swedish developer called Moby Dick Studio, it's pretty clear at this point that the Phantom Pain is actually a Metal Gear game. More specifically, it seems like the Phantom Pain could very well be Metal Gear Solid 5. Before we get to all the evidence though, it's worth pointing out that Phantom Pain is a real term. The amputee seen in the trailer would likely be having phantom pain where he once had a hand. So, the main character in the trailer is a dead ringer for Big Boss, also known as Naked Snake. The game's logo has some mysterious lines on it and leaves some other strange gaps. A Metal Gear superfan mocked up this image, where we can see that Metal Gear Solid 5 very clearly fits perfectly among those lines and gaps. And how about this mysterious studio behind the Phantom Pain? Moby Dick has a website, but it appears to be a ruse. The CEO of the studio is reported to be named Joachim Mogren. Why is that important? Because Joachim is an anagram for Kojima, the last name of Metal Gear's creator, Hideo Kojima, while Mogren has tucked away in it the word ogre. Kojima has long been working on something called Project Ogre, and has confirmed that it isn't Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes, which was announced a few months ago. If you've seen the trailer for Metal Gear Ground Zeroes, at just over 7 minutes in, a fox patch falls down a cliff, and the text, "From Fox, 2 phantoms were born." Is this another piece of the Phantom Pain puzzle? A quick Whois search of the Moby Dick Studio domain name gives us precious little information. The website was only created a few weeks ago. The owner of the site and other information are well obscured. One thing's for sure, the Phantom Pain project appears to be an Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 game, at least according to the logos at the bottom of the Moby Dick Studio website. Another interesting layer to this story comes by way of a tweet from a man named Alex Rubens, who reports that people at the Konami VGA party and the VIP section have the Phantom Pain / Moby Dick Studio shirts on. Konami, of course, is the Metal Gear series' longtime publisher. But what about the nitty-gritty of the trailer itself? There are a few interesting clues within the trailer that IGN's Metal Gear Solid fans have been mulling over. For starters, the man on fire in the trailer appears to be Volgin from Metal Gear Solid 3. And is that Psycho Mantis floating above the ground near the very end of the trailer? It appears so, though as one IGN editor, who's a big fan of Metal Gear, pointed out, there are now quite a few Psycho Mantis-like characters in Metal Gear lore. Metal Gear Solid fans, let me know what your theories are. What did you pull out of the trailer that you think is important or interesting? Is this indeed Kojima's Project Ogre, and are Project Ogre and Metal Gear Solid 5 one and the same? Lots to think about. As soon as we know more, we'll let you know right here at IGN.